A lot of financial advisors hold themselves out as tax-free retirement planning experts, but I have to tell you, they're not all created equal. In fact, I've identified 3 different types of advisors, all of which approach the subject completely differently. And believe it or not, not all of their strategies will protect your hard-earned retirement savings from the impact of higher taxes down the road. In today's video, I'll identify the 3 types of advisors and explain why only one of them can provide the expertise you require to wring the most efficiency from your retirement dollars. The first type of tax-free retirement planner is the one you might see on TikTok or other social media platforms. They love to beat the drum over the prospect of dramatically higher taxes down the road. In fact, they'll share all sorts of third-party data about the likelihood of taxes rising to stratospheric levels even in the next 10 years. And while they are right to point out all of the data that portends higher tax rates, their solution is always wanting. You see, according to these online finfluencers, the only way to truly shield yourself from these higher taxes is to pour all your retirement savings into an indexed universal life policy. In fact, it's such a perfect solution that you should redirect all of your retirement savings away from traditional alternatives like Roth IRAs and Roth 401ks and contribute them to your indexed universal life policy. This type of advisor is a one-trick pony who will intentionally denigrate these traditional tax-free alternatives in an effort to exalt the virtues of the IUL. If you meet with them, there is a 100% chance that they will recommend IUL and only IUL. If you believe in a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement, then you're going to want to steer clear of these types of advisors. I would never, under any scenario, craft a retirement plan that excluded every tax-free alternative but IUL. Insist on better. Avoid these types of advisors like your retirement plan depended on it. The second type of tax-free retirement planner is much more comprehensive than the first advisor we discussed. They will discuss Roth IRAs and Roth 401ks, and they may or may not recommend cash value life insurance as a viable alternative when it comes to tax-free retirement. But the real hallmark of this type of advisor is that they simply aren't acquainted with the data that demonstrates why tax rates have to rise dramatically in the next 10 years. They tend to make statements like, if your income will be lower in retirement, then you'll be in a lower tax bracket. While I can agree that this sort of conventional thinking would hold true in a flat tax rate environment, it can be the kiss of death in a rising tax rate environment. Were these advisors to really do a deep dive on the insolvency of Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, and read what all the third-party retirement experts are predicting about higher taxes, they might be a little more proactive with their clients. It is no longer a question of whether their client's income will be higher or lower in retirement. It becomes a question of assessing where tax rates are likely to be when their clients begin taking distributions from their tax-deferred retirement accounts and making plans accordingly. If you're interested in shielding your assets from the impact of higher taxes, these types of advisors are not the most equipped to help you do it. The third type of tax-free planner is both acquainted with the data that points towards dramatically higher taxes in the future and advocates for a balanced, comprehensive tax-free strategy as a way of mitigating it. Such an advisor might call for up to 6 different streams of tax-free income, none of which show up on the IRS's radar, but all of which contribute to you being in the 0% tax bracket in retirement. They will likewise understand that the reason you need all these different streams of tax-free income is because you want to take advantage of every nook and cranny in the IRS tax code as a means of protecting yourself from the impact of higher taxes. They also understand that every stream of tax-free income should be utilized because it has a unique quality that sets it apart from all the other tax-free alternatives. For example, the Roth IRA is unique because you can access 100% of your principal at any time, so you have liquidity on your side. They'll recommend the Roth 401k because in most cases you get a company match. That's like free money that can in some cases as much as double the return on your contribution. They'll recommend Roth conversions because there are no limits on how much you can shift to tax-free in a given year. It's the single greatest workhorse in protecting you from the impact of higher taxes. They'll also recommend that you leave some money in your tax-deferred retirement accounts. If they're on top of their game, they'll know that you want a balance in those investments that's low enough that your RMDs will be equal to or less than your standard deduction in retirement, and low enough that it doesn't cause Social Security taxation. And finally, When appropriate, they may recommend cash value life insurance, such as Index Universal Life, because it gives you the chance to receive your death benefit in advance of your death for the purpose of paying for long-term care. And should you die peaceful in your sleep 30 years from now, never having needed long-term care, then someone's still getting a death benefit, probably your kids or your grandkids. In short, if you truly believe in your heart of hearts that tax rates in the future will be dramatically higher than they are today, then you also need to recognize that not all financial advisors are equally equipped to help shield your retirement savings from those higher taxes. You need someone who both understands the unique fiscal challenges facing our country and understands that the best way to protect yourself from those challenges is to implement a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement. If you would like some help implementing a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement that shields you from the impact of higher taxes down the road, head on over to DaveMcknight.com and click on the Connect with an Advisor button. I'm happy to refer you to an advisor in the Power Zero network that has been trained, vetted, and qualified personally by me. If you're a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power Zero advisor, head over to PowerZero.com and opt into my free video series. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I'll respond to every single one of them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.